All right, let's go over this warm up first, and then we'll go over the homework stuff. Can I factor any of those denominators?
No, they're all.
Yeah. So what's my common denominator?
X minus 5 and X minus 3.
Yeah, whatever shows up, write it down, right?
Yeah.
Right, Cole?
Right.
Okay. So what we do then is we multiply everything. You guys do your homework? All right. So pay attention, please. What happens to this denominator x minus 3? It cancels that x minus 3, right?
Yeah.
So I have an x minus 5 times an x plus 3.
Yeah, no denominator, period.
No denominator, right? That's why we did this. Okay? Now, what happens to this x minus 5?
It goes away.
It goes away with that x minus 5. So I multiply x times the x minus 3. Same thing here. What happens to this x minus 5 and that one? Cancel. So it's x plus 5 times x minus 3. There are no denominators left. That's the reason we're multiplying everything by the common denominator. That eliminates denominators. So no more fractions in the problem. Now we have to FOIL and distribute and combine like terms, okay? So when I FOIL, I get x squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 15. Distribute, I get plus x squared minus 3x. FOIL x squared minus 3x plus 5x minus 15. Okay? Let's combine like terms here. I got 1x squared and another 1x squared. I've got, what happens to this 3x and the negative 3x? They'll cancel, so I got negative 5x and a minus 15. Over here, combining like terms, I got an x squared and a 2x minus 15. Okay, since I have an x squared in the problem, it becomes what we call a quadratic equation, right? To solve a quadratic equation, we have to set it equal to 0. So I'm going to take everything that's on the right side of the equal sign over to the left side, okay, so that the right side will be 0. So I'm going to subtract the x squared, subtract the 2x, add the 15. So all of those are gone. We've got that. What happens to the 15s? They're gone also. So I've got x squared minus 7x. Okay, that's easy to factor because it's got a GCF. What's a GCF? X. So we're going to factor out the x and have x minus 7. So what makes that 0? 0. And then positive 7 makes that one 0, right? Does that make sense? Any questions? Now we're supposed to do what after we get our 2 answers or 3 or however many we get? Check them, right? And making sure we don't get what? A 0 in the denominator, right? So 0 minus 3, 0 minus 5. Will that equal 0? No. Will 7 minus 3 or 7 minus 5 give you 0? No. So we're good, right? So those are our 2 solutions. Okay? Any questions on that? Cole, did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, let's go back to the homework. all right? When you have these, we call these proportions, all we have to do is what? Cross multiply, right? So this is 8 times x minus 1 equals 2 times 3x minus 2. This one's going to be negative 2 times x plus 1 equals x minus 1 times x minus 8. We good on those? All right, and then the answers to those, let's check here in the book, see what they say. So number 4 is 2, and number 6 is 2 and 5. Any questions? Anybody want me to finish either one of them or both of them?
No.
Yeah.
You said 6 was what?
2 and 5, I think I
Yeah.
said. Thanks. All right, let's finish 6. So I'm going to distribute the negative 2. So I get negative 2x minus 2. And that FOIL here, x squared minus 8x minus 1x plus 8. So I've got that x squared on the right. I'm going to leave it over there and make my 0 on the left. So I'm going to add the 2x and the 2. So I got 0 here. I got the x squared. I got negative 8 and negative 1 is negative 9 plus 2 is negative 7. And then 8 plus 2 is 10. And again, those cancel over there, right? Factoring that would be x minus 2 and x minus 5. When I multiply negative 2 and negative 5, I get that positive 10. When I add negative 2 and negative 5, I get that negative 7 in the middle, right? So my two answers are 2 and 5. And then I check them. 5 minus 1 and 5 plus 1 is okay, and so is 2 minus 1 and 2 plus 1. I don't get a 0 in the denominator. So 2 and 5 work. What's 3 times, oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. What's 2 minus 1? 1. So what's negative 2 divided by 1? Negative 2. What's 2 minus 8? Negative 6. What's 2 plus 1? Is that negative 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that worked, right? You could actually put it in the original and make sure you get the same thing on both sides. Okay, if you want to actually go through the whole check. But really, we're just checking to make sure we don't get 0 in the denominator. All right. Number 20. Can I factor any of those denominators?
No.
No. So what's the common denominator? X and x minus 3. All right. So when I multiply this 2 over x minus 3 times x minus 3, it's like over 1. Those cancel. So you get 2x. You guys see that? That's the problem I'm doing here. When I do the 1 over x times x minus 3 over 1, the x's go away, right? So what's 1 times x minus 3? X minus 3. When I multiply x minus 1 over x minus 3 times x minus 3, those go away, right? So then it's x times x minus 1. No fractions left. Okay? But we get an x squared again when I distribute. Let's move it over here. So that's a 3x minus 3. And this is x squared minus x when I distribute, right? So I have to subtract the 3x, add the 3. 0 equals x squared minus 4x plus 3, which is x minus 1 times x minus 3. So what are my two answers? 1 and 3. Is 3 okay?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
3 is not okay. Because I get a 0. When I plug it in, that's one on the right. Okay? Or this one here on the left. So the only answer for 20 is 1. So if you got 1 and 3, you were right, but the 3 doesn't actually work when you substitute it in to the original problem. Okay? Now, let's look at 24. All right. Here, it's factorable, so we need to factor it. We got a GCF of x. So, what shows up as a denominator? An x and a x minus 2. So that's what I'm going to multiply everything by. Okay? All right, so both x minus 2, x minus 2 all go away. So all I have left is what? 10. All right? I got the x, cancels the x, so I got 4 times the x minus 2. And the x minus 2's cancel, so it's x times 5, which is 5x. Okay? I'm going to distribute the 4. I'm going to take the 4x over. So I'm going to move this over here. So what's 10 minus 8? 2. And what's 5 minus 4? 1. Okay? Is 2 a good answer?
I don't know. No. If I answer, I'll get you all that. Just check. No, we're supposed to check. I was looking at 26.
Yeah, we're looking at this one, right? Is 2 a good answer there?
No.
No. So that's the only answer we got, and it's not a good answer. So we're going to say what? No solution for 24. You might. Okay. Questions on 24? Okay. Let's do 26. Can I factor any of those?
No.
No. So I see an x minus 3 and an x minus 5. So that's my common denominator, right?
Yeah, we do.
Is that the one we did for warm-up?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's the same one?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Wait.
X plus 3, x, and x plus 5.
I'm grateful. I'm not getting anything else over again.
Yeah, that is the same one, isn't it? Okay, so we already did it for warm-up. What did we get? 0 and 7, right?
Okay.
So that was 26.
World record for doing that well.
Okay,
Math.
questions? All right, let's do this one here. We'll just do a couple in class. I won't give you any homework. How's that?
Okay.
You guys have been doing a good job today. So let's do that. And then we'll go over it. Do it on your own. See how you're doing. If you get stuck, just ask for help.
I should take him saying the answer and you could erase the entire problem.
And if you academic letter people do your homework from the day you weren't home?
You have to bring that up.
I'm going to take those letters away from you.
I got done signing up and just let my academic. Both I just got teaching. Such a bad joke. You should stop teaching. I thought thought it was good. Because it was silent. That's why. Put it that way. I'm sure it would be
Okay, so you brought this 12 over, right? So what's left?
Why aren't you here?
Yeah, so that equals 0. I'll finish it.
Yeah.
Remember, you gotta find what X is.
Why aren't you doing the follow? How do you know?
So solve for us.
Yeah, yes, it is.
I know, but don't make him sit up like that. What?
No, what?
Like, write it like this.
So,
What? I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And then do the same thing here. So.
What do you mean?
Equal. Yeah, no, help him. Because that would be. No, Taylor, I'm helping.
Oh.
Because this is way easier. So then you subtract 9x. Yeah. Well, minus
Yeah.
9.
Good, finished. Good job.
There you go, solve right. Learn your strong Getting all happy about it. No. Learn your basketball socks off. Like it's gonna be a bar now. That was your brain because you were doing it. You're right. I meant the child's on
Alright, you guys are doing well.
Dude, that's awesome. We probably blood. That kid saw you through it. That kid saw a lot of stuff.
Alright, so the ones I checked, you guys did correctly. We're gonna go 9 times x plus 2 equals 12x, right? 3x times 4. Distribute the 9. I would take the 9 over to the 12.
This looks easier than
And then divide by 3.
I like
6 okay?
Yep.
Did you check it? It is okay, right?
Yeah, we got 6.93.
Alright, let's try this one.
Oh, really? Give me some. Oh, yeah.
Good job.
Alright, I'm gonna need help with this one. Alright, let me do it first. Just to make sure I can do it. I won't give you the wrong answer. Alright, cheers. What's up? Yeah, it was academic booster.
Cole, let's go.
It was such a bad joke.
Multiply. Find those today.
I tried. That's the right idea. What's the quadratic formula again? Don't do the telling.
Good multiply.
Okay.
Just go, ow.
What happens to those?
Negative three. Plus minus of negative. No. Plus and minus is
Does this cancel with anything under here? No.
Iron cheers, Iron cheers, I smell your
Now
shoes.
you know what to do, right? No more.
That was a little sort of
Distribute.
The already
You're gonna get an X
Try it
squared.
Let's see it happen again.
Zero.
There was no use for that. That was useless.
What happened to you?
Look at my bag.
You know. You forgot that. Yeah. That is a problem. We need to do that. We gotta multiply this. Both of those. X and Y.
I think
We need to do.
I
did too. You gotta do the quadratic one of the four.
Make
it.
Don't go over it.
Those seeds right around. So when you. Right, so. So we found the quadratic. Yeah, that's fine.
You're right.
So. Let's try this.
There's
Oh, I mean, I think I wrote that. No,
That's right.
I wrote 9.
So what happens
You
to
have,
those?
yeah. So,
Well, that's in the top, remember, when you're doing this, and that's in the bottom. So what happens?
so you have to multiply that by all of them.
Right, so just 10 times
So when
that.
you do this one, the 10x, the next year that's on the outside.
No, the X is gone, remember?
So now do
Yeah.
10 times
10 parentheses X minus 4.
x minus 4. So you have 10x minus 40.
Whoa, slow down.
Why? Because that's what 10
These
times
cancel
10x
that.
minus 40.
Is it like that though?
We need now.
So it's 3 times X times X minus 4. The next one.
No, please.
Or is it just?
Just make it 3X, right? But plus.
3, so yeah, it'd be 3 times x
And then X
times
minus
4
4 next to it. There you go, equals. Now, looking at these two, what? Right, so it's X times X plus 9 on that.
No real solution.
There you go. Oh, there is.
There's that.
Yeah.
Not true. That'd be 3x squared minus 12, because these two usually get squared, and then the minus 4, so 3 times that would be 3x squared.
Why is it?
That would be negative 12. Hold on, I'm wiping this up with dry. The milk on my desk. You got a lot of milk things going on lately.
Right? So
Yes,
three
it's
up.
not 4.
I need a break from the milk.
What's the common denominator?
Chill with those, bro.
It burst.
Well,
Alright.
a little too much milk in the past 2 days.
So,
Well, X squared minus 4X. if you want them all.
No, sure.
I like the
this one, it gets rid of the x minus 4. Cancel for that. So it'd
Oh, exactly.
be
So you're multiplying this whole thing.
I'm just kidding. Quit it!
Right?
That'd be that. So now, try and get everything to one side.
This is like over 1, right? So these
Let me see, Kevin.
No, here's a 3 times X. and then X.
Whoa. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I just don't.
No, you're fine.
I'm not too sure.
I'm not too sure about that one.
Why did you?
Not too sure.
The box is so
That's what I'm multiplying by 3 points.
Then you have to do the quadratic formula.
I don't remember it either. I'm waiting for it.
That doesn't help me. Spencer, look it up. What's the quadratic formula? Like, what is it?
Well, what happens to the x minus 4 is
How real?
Negative b plus or minus.
I think I did it wrong. I did like the first part right, but I don't know if I was supposed to write that.
Wait, what is it? Negative b plus or minus
So
square root of b squared minus 4ac ac. Over 3. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a.
Yeah, that's what it is. Gotcha. I got it now. Alright, just for that, we unbanned. Are we still part of band?
The permanent.
We gotta perma band.
Can we leave it unlocked next Saturday?
I'm not even unlocked. Try it out. Can we come in and steal?
I don't care.
Oh, alright. Your work would love to hear that.
We got the green light.
You want this?
What's confusing about it?
Wow.
You guys got me doing that. He knew we were not. But like, look at us. We're on behavior.
Wow.
AJ, would you end up with
Throw that thing in the trash.
Bro, isn't it
Do
40
something with it. Get it out of my face.
out of 4? Yeah, AJ.
I don't know.
It sounds better. It tastes better than it sounds. I'm just
No, it's
like,
not good. What?
All right.
Man, I'm all drinking.
It's getting out.
Not quite, you're close though.
There's one.
All right. What's the common denominator?
1
Mason?
million.
Yes.
What's the common denominator, Mason?
Ow.
Empty. Is it 2 or 3?
I don't see a 2 or a 3 in the denominator. What do you see? Denominators, what do you see? And what else? X minus 4, yeah. That's the common denominator. Are those glasses not letting you see those two things? Okay. Isn't that what we've been doing the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't been able to, this one we couldn't do any factoring, so it showed up as an X and an X minus 4. We got to write it both down. So here's our 3 problems. We got 10 over X times X minus 4 over 1. Those go away, right? So what's left? 10 times X minus 4. So I'm going to write that. There's my plus sign. Then I have a 3 over 1 times X minus 4 over 1. Does anything get canceled? No. So it's just 3x times X minus 4. My other problem is X plus 9 over X minus 4 times the same common denominator. What cancels? X minus 4. So now I got X times X plus 9, right? Questions? Does everybody understand that second row now, that purple row? How we got all that? Vince, did you say no? Okay, what is giving you trouble?
I don't have the top there. You have the X, 10 over X.
I took, again, what I'm doing is I'm distributing this times all 3. So those here are the three problems I did when I distributed. So I wrote them out over here. And denominators will always get canceled. So all I gotta do is multiply the numerators to get that line of terms. Don't forget to put your equal sign in the right spot, right? Now I want to distribute the 10, the 3x, and the x. Okay? So 10 times x and 10 times negative 4. 3x times x, 3x times negative 4. X times x, x times 9. So I got an x squared in it, meaning I have to set it equal to 0, right? So I'm going to subtract the x squared and the 9x. So I get the 0 over here on the right. What's 3x squared minus 1x squared? 2x squared. I got 10 and a negative 12 is a negative 2 and a negative 9 is a negative 11x. And then the minus 40. Okay? So that's what you should get when you set it equal to 0. Okay? So, if I factor this, I got to multiply 2 times negative 40. That's negative 80, right? What are the factors of negative 80 that will add up to negative 11? 5 and 16. 16 would be negative, and 5 would be positive, right? Thanks, Connor. So what I do is I rewrite this, or you could also do what, Brock, instead of factor?
Quadratic formula.
Yeah, you could do the quadratic formula if you want. If you don't like factoring when you got a number 2 or bigger in your quadratic, you could do quadratic formula if you want. What's the GCF for the first group? 2x. What's the GCF in the second? 5. What's 2x squared divided by 2x? What's negative 16x divided by 2x? What's 5x divided by 5? And negative 40 divided by 5. They working out good? It is, right? X minus 8s are the same. When we do this grouping, that's what has to happen, right? They have to be the same. So what are my two factors, Landry? Well, but looking at it now, you know what to do from here. What's my two factors? Yeah, that's one of them. What's my other one?
Or 8 minus 6.
You mean x minus 8, right? Good. So one answer is 8. This answer, if you can't do it in your head by looking at it, just do the problem. Set it equal to 0.
It is negative 5.
Negative 2.5. Okay? If we check those, they work. Right, Brock?
Yep.
All right. Hey, good job working today. No homework tomorrow. I will give you a practice quiz to work on in class. We'll go over it Monday. Quiz will be Tuesday.